Welcome back.
Yeah, this is another good day. Yeah.
So let's have a Brandon.
Brandon, hit it.
Oh yeah! Cats in the cradle in the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon. Every time I listen to that, I like it more.
Yeah. It's a good intro.
It's just funny because we were just messing around on GarageBand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to make it like this huge, awesome, amazing thing that it is now.
Well, even like the "oh yeah" that I yelled in there.
Yeah, we just, we
it was
just
like, oh, we're recording. Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of fun, man.
yeah.
Hey, go ahead. Sorry.
It sounds cool too.
Sounds good. It gets me pumped up.
Yeah. Hopefully, it gets you guys pumped up too.
Oh, we're all pumped, dude.
Oh,
How
yeah.
could we not be pumped right
Yeah.
now? Yeah. Happy weekend.
Yeah. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a big day. We get a day off of work, day off of school.
Yeah.
You gonna do anything to commemorate?
I don't think so. Probably just take the day off of school.
Good job. You deserve it, man.
Yeah.
Well, today is. Look, I feel bad. I feel
Oh.
bad. We did not plan appropriately. Last week we should have been promoting this because then people would know. So typically we record on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It takes us about a week or so for me to finally get to editing things,
Oh,
put it
yeah.
together, and then post it.
Yeah.
Today is National Popcorn Day.
Oh my gosh.
And that means nothing to
Ugh.
anybody listening to this podcast right now because today is about a week from when you're going to be actually hearing this. So there's nothing you can do with this knowledge.
Well, what is today a week from now?
It's nothing. I don't know. I don't even know how we would know.
There's no way we could know.
And so, anyway, I hope somebody enjoyed National Popcorn Day. I did see on X that the Sphere was like a popcorn tin, and they had like little kernels popping up on it. So
The whole day?
well, at least for a part of the day.
Oh, okay. I was like, why would you do that? Other people are trying to spend millions to advertise.
Well, they're advertising. So, I mean, I know that we watched a handful of movies the past few days, so we might
Oh,
as well bring out our sponsors. We talk about National Popcorn Day. Our sponsor, we are sponsored by
Cinemark.
Cinemark.
Get your movie pass.
Get your movie pass. Take advantage of that.
Yeah.
What movie do you want to talk about that we watched this weekend? We watched two that I'd like to talk about.
2? Okay. I actually.
Police Academy.
Oh, okay. That's yeah. I was
So-
like, which one do you want to talk
So
about?
Police Academy and Unstoppable. Those are the two movies I want to talk about.
So Unstoppable, very good movie. It's like a movie for everybody. I feel like
So Unstoppable, it's about a wrestler. I can't remember what was his name, Robles or something like that.
his last name was Roble, I think.
And so he's born with one leg. They never really got into I guess just a birth defect or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't really say anything, but
But he ended up becoming the champion of wrestling at his weight class.
yeah, and it's like this amazing story. Like, there's his family problems and stuff, and his dad's not the best guy. He's pretty mean.
So it's kind of interesting, right? So it's a stepdad.
Yeah,
I'm curious how accurate that portrayal of him is, right?
Yeah.
Because it says based on true story, so there's some elaboration of events and stuff. But obviously, it seems like this guy had a big influence, more for the negative, in his life.
yeah.
But I wonder if he was invited to the movie premiere of that show.
I wonder. Yeah,
Hey, we're gonna highlight you in a very negative way. We'd like you to come watch.
that. Yeah,
You made a difference in a negative way in my life.
yeah. I want you to come see this movie.
You got to be a part of this.
Yeah, this is a very special moment.
It's like the ultimate middle finger to, hey, I don't like you in any way, and I want everyone. I'm gonna introduce everyone to you at the beginning of the movie. Hey, this is my stepdad.
Yeah, this guy sucks. He's terrible.
He's the worst. But anyway, so rank the movie. What did you think?
It's a solid 9. It's a good movie.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd watch it again. Oh,
So-
obviously 1 being the best though. No, I'm joking.
So after the movie ended, you guys were going to bed last night,
Yeah.
and I said to Renee, I said, hey, let's I just pulled up on YouTube the championship wrestling match.
Yeah.
So in the movie, they always got to add drama. Like,
Oh
right,
yeah.
it was 5-5 after the first period. Now, like, I'm not a connoisseur of wrestling. If it's not WWE, and I'm not a WWE, I don't watch that either. But it's
Yeah.
kind of funny. I don't even know how they keep scoring WWE. It just
I
seems like
don't think they
chaos.
do. I don't think they
But
do.
somehow, like, let's not digress too much. So in the movie, after the first period, it's 5-5, and in real life, like, it was 7-0 after the first period.
Who is he winning or
He was
losing?
winning. Like, it wasn't
Oh.
even close. Like, the
Oh.
drama they built up in the movie was not real.
Oh. It was. Oh. Okay.
It was very fabricated. But that's Hollywood. Like
Did he really lose the first time
he
against
he
him?
did. Yeah, so
Oh.
the year before, the guy did beat him,
Okay.
and there's lots of spoiler alerts going on, but this is a real story. Like, this, I remember when this actually happened. It was actually kind of fun to watch.
Oh.
I remember, like, seeing stuff on ESPN about it.
Nice.
So, yeah, so that was a cool story. To me, like, the story is 10 out of 10, 100% great
Yeah.
story. Some of the execution and the acting, like, to me, J Lo, the mom was Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little much, and the dad was, whatever.
Wait. What do you mean the mom was so much?
I just felt like it was, like, the actor, her acting was okay.
Oh.
Could have been better. Like, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a good movie. All right, so let's roll into our other movie that we watched, The Police Academy.
Oh my gosh. This movie is. I probably wouldn't say it's like you could probably watch it if you were 8 years old.
So we watched
it's
the
amazing.
TV version of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there was some language. I think most of the nudity parts so there's real nudity in this.
Yeah.
They weren't on this because it's the TV version, but there was definitely some sexual innuendos going on here.
Yeah. So we skipped.
We skipped a lot of those, as many as we could. But what's your favorite part of that movie?
I think my favorite part is. I don't know. It's just like a good movie. It's full.
I love that the black guy that can make the noises with his mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
I like, to me, he is the most talented man. Like, that is so amazing.
I
Those sound effects that he can make.
like those like that actually does not sound that sounds so like fake. Like I'm thinking right now if I didn't know that he can do that on it with his mouth on his own, I'm like that is just like, they're pretending he can do that.
Yeah, like CGI, but
Yeah.
sound effects, whatever.
Yeah.
So, he used to do some stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
and he was kind of fun. I feel like he should have, with a level of his talent, he should have just had people help him write stuff out, because it could have been so much funnier than what it was.
Yeah.
But him, to me, like, he makes that movie. Like, he is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like, the main guy, Mahoney, like, he thinks he's funny, but he's not that funny.
Yeah.
Um, the guys that go into the Blue Oyster
Yeah.
Bar.
That was hilarious. And the one guy that's like so serious, and he's like, "Where'd you get that gun?" And he's like, "My mom got it for me for my 5th birthday." That
Yeah.
is just hilarious.
So it's a typical 80s movie where it's overacting. You guys actually had a pretty funny take about the guy who's, like, overall of the police academy. I don't know if we want to go there with it, but we could go there with it.
Okay, let's go.
So what was your take on the
So, like,
he's the old guy,
yeah,
white hair.
the old guy with white hair.
What did you guys say about him?
He is a lot like Joe Biden.
Former President Biden.
Yeah, like no offense to.
If anything, it's an honor.
Yeah, he's a great character in that movie.
He was a great character.
Yeah, it's like, I just the resemblance in my mind is very very alike.
I don't know if it was you or Ralph that was like, that's like Joe Biden.
It was me.
And then as it wore on, like, the more, like, just kind of crazy things that he was doing, you're just like,
It's
oh
like
my gosh.
feeding a dead fish.
Yeah.
You're like, oh. Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, anyway, thanks for, we watched a couple movies. Thank you, Cinemark, for being our sponsor. Go get the Movie Pass.
Yeah. I just like movies are a very important part of our life. Like, if I didn't watch that what's Unstoppable?
Unstoppable, yeah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't know there's a one-legged wrestler that beat a dude with 2 legs.
Yeah, and you also probably wouldn't have been asking me for the last 24 hours, like, Dad, I really want to get my leg amputated so I can be like that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Probably.
we're not going to cut off your leg. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
In a way, here's what's interesting. So sometimes in life, there's things that we have that appear to be disadvantages that end
Or
up being advantages.
yeah.
And so, like, he had a huge advantage. I mean, in a way of like he was physically stronger because he was wrestling at 125 pounds, and
Yeah.
so by not having like I don't know how much a leg weighs, like probably I don't know 30 pounds, 40 pounds, I don't know,
Probably half your body weight.
could easily
Yeah.
half your body
That
weight,
both legs
both
equal.
legs, yeah.
Yeah, your body weight.
But so him not having that leg, so one now he can have more upper body strength, and then two, like when you're wrestling, like there's certain techniques that you do that now you can't do because
yeah.
now obviously there's a leverage issue. There's going to be less strength on the lower trunk for this guy,
Yeah.
but it's interesting. I heard a story one time. There was a guy that, I don't know if it was jujitsu. It was one of these martial arts,
Yeah.
and he had one arm,
Oh.
and so he goes in, and his trainer is just his coach, his sensei, whatever you want to call him. He's just, all right, learn this move, learn this move. And he's like, when are you going to teach me more? I want to learn more. He goes, this is the only move you need to know.
Yeah.
And so then he goes and he signs him up for a tournament. He's like, all I know is one move. He goes, it doesn't matter. It's the only move you need.
Yeah.
He wins the whole tournament.
What?
The guy with one arm wins the whole tournament. And he goes, he's like, how did I win? He goes, the way to defend the move that you're doing is you have to grab the left arm. You have no left arm. They can't defend it.
Oh. So yeah, he just that's a good yeah.
Now, the problem is at some point you're just going to get punched in the face or whatever. You're
Yeah.
Like, so you need to learn how to.
Time out. Illegal. Minus 10 points. You are out of the league.
So, but there's a book, Malcolm Gladwell. It's I think it's Outliers, and he talks about like there's an attorney that he's interviewing.
Oh yeah, he's like dyslexia.
And he has dyslexia. He's dyslexic. So yeah, and he had to study. He had to read for hours upon hours, whereas like his classmates would just rapidly read through these cases.
Yeah.
He had to read them over and over and over again, to the point where he almost like had them memorized. And so when they're like, "Oh, case law," like he could pull up case law like just from memory because he had studied so hard.
And like that made him a better like lawyer.
Yeah. It's so at one point in the book he asks, "Would you wish your son to have dyslexia?" And he said no. Which is also true. Like we don't want, like, if there's struggles that we go through, we don't want our kids to have the struggles that we went through.
Yeah.
The things that make us great, we don't want you to have that burden.
Yeah.
So you have to become great on your own.
Great power comes great responsibility. Or
Yeah, Peter Parker said that.
Mm.
Or his dad or Uncle Ben.
His dad's dead.
Do we know how Peter Parker's dad died? Did they ever talk about that?
It was like
He got shot at the opera?
no, actually maybe.
That's Batman.
Yeah, and then he fell into a well and became the Dark Knight.
No, do we know how Peter Parker's dad died?
And the one what's his name? I don't know. Andrew Garfield. In that one, his dad died on a plane.
All right.
In a plane crash.
Oh, that's right. They made some. Yeah. Well, whatever.
Whoa, stupid! It made the second movie way better.
We're not gonna get. I don't want to. I'm not talking about this.
Okay.
All right. Do you know what a country fried steak is?
I do not at all know what a country fried steak is.
If I said, "Hey, let's go to Texas Roadhouse
Oh.
and get a country fried steak,"
Oh, I'd get that. That sounds amazing.
this sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
What kind of meat is it?
delicious.
But what animal is it coming from?
Country fried. Probably a cow.
Cow, right? You'd have you think, yeah, country fried steak. This is gonna be good. You're at this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
It's gonna be cow.
You order it.
Oh yeah. Oh, this sounds amazing.
Can I tell you that a country fried steak might be the most disappointing of all the steaks?
Oh.
Primarily because it's chicken.
What?
It's not even a steak, and it's fried, and it's not that good.
It's just fried chicken?
It's gross.
Oh wow.
Sorry, gotta make sure my screen is on here. Yeah, it's terrible.
How? What? How does that happen?
It's, I want to call it like the white trash of meals.
Like, like tacos ketchup, right?
Yeah. So that's funny. Elaborate on that.
Like, so we'll put ketchup on our burrito.
No, don't say we.
Oh, like me and you?
Wait, we put ketchup on what?
burritos and tacos.
No, I do not. I do
Oh,
not do. Do you do that?
no.
Okay. So like your sister Addison will put ketchup on tacos, and I think Aubrey does it too.
I know mom does it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's just like I don't know. I don't get it. Like
Does she really? I mean, because we have like she makes a good homemade salsa.
yeah. And
Why would you put ketchup on it when you have a good homemade salsa?
I don't know. I don't know.
So putting ketchup on a taco or a burrito, it's a white trash thing to do.
Yeah.
And no offense to those people that are white trash and do it, or those people who are white trash and don't do it.
Question.
Ask away.
What about like breakfast burritos? Like eating ketchup with your potatoes or whatever. Like you have potatoes and eggs and stuff in it, and you want to put some ketchup on it. Is that okay?
I don't know. Nowadays, like I don't even know it's okay anymore.
None of us do.
Like even saying white trash might be offensive. Like
Sorry.
we're gonna hear from one of our listeners saying like, "Hey, I didn't like that you said white trash. Like you shouldn't say that." Like it's inevitably it's gonna happen. So like,
Well,
you know what? Look, if that's what
just
we live in a world nowadays where if that makes you happy, then by all means go ahead and do it. Like who cares that it's weird?
yeah.
I mean, look, so let's talk about weird things.
Um,
Allegedly, one of our family members likes to have peanut butter, mayonnaise, banana sandwiches.
I'm not surprised. I already know who it is. I already know who it is.
Should we out him?
Yeah, let's go.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna do it. Look. It's probably been years since he's done that. I don't even know if he did it intentionally.
But I bet it's darn good. No, I'm joking.
So
No.
anyway, so next time
You
don't-
know who you are.
no, you know, because you're a loyal listener. In fact, give us a review. Like when you listen to this, like comment on it. Say, yeah, I like this because it's really good.
Well, everybody will see their name then.
Set up a dummy account. I don't care. There's ways to go around this.
Add your name in as like some other random person or something. That'd be funny.
Yeah, you just put in another name.
Yeah.
Um,
But like a peanut butter, jelly, banana, mayonnaise. Is that right?
I don't know about the jelly. I think it's peanut butter, mayonnaise, banana.
I think that like I think how you can make sense of how that. Oh, this looks good. Okay, like a whipped cream banana peanut butter pie or like whatever whipped cream banana peanut butter sandwich. That sounds good. And so you're like, well, mayonnaise it looks
Yeah.
like whipped cream.
I mean, I'm gonna pass. Long story short, next time you go to a restaurant, if you see country fried steak on it, don't get it. It's not good.
Yeah, wait,
Like, don't be. I remember David one time we went to a restaurant and David got it and he was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good." He's like, "This is not what I expected." Like, I think he had some mashed potatoes that came with it that might have been somewhat redeeming.
oh,
It's basically, I don't even know what it is. It's a bad piece of chicken. It's like the crappiest meat you can get. They put some sort of batter on it. They
yeah.
fry it and then they call it steak like it's gonna surprise you and be good.
I think like I that sounds amazing. I'm not joking.
You could be
The
the kind of
name-
guy that likes it. You
no,
could
no, no,
you
no,
could try
no,
it.
no. The name, the food sounds terrible now that you're describing it. The name, like you see country fried steak and that's like that. Dang, that's the most American name I've ever heard. That's what I'm gonna name my son, country fried steak. Hopefully he's a good kid though.
He's probably gonna end up being like a thug and he's
Yeah.
gonna go to jail because he's gonna just be
You
he's
know?
a bad kid. He's gonna be a bad egg.
Yep, real bad egg.
I fell in love with X a while ago.
Oh,
I don't know about fell in love, but I use X a lot more than I
Yeah,
do
you
Instagram and Facebook.
you stopped your ChatGPT subscription and joined.
So there
So
was
the other
a
side.
series of tweets, posts. I don't know what we call them. It's X, so it used to be Twitter, so it was tweets.
The X's.
So yeah, a series of X's, and I want to share some of these with you. If you're watching on Spotify, we'll post them up there as well, so that you can see it. If you're listening on another element, you won't see it. That's okay.
Yeah.
So here's the first one. This individual said, "If Donald Trump becomes president, I'm leaving America and moving to Alaska."
Smart.
Smart. Way to get out of Dodge, buddy.
that okay.
Smart.
Okay,
That's great.
and now like a real life comment. I'm sorry Alaska is in America. I know this.
All right, I'm glad. I was
I
nervous for a second that you were gonna be like, yeah, I'd go to Alaska too.
but okay. Also, why Alaska? Alaska is just dark and oil and
It's beautiful.
no what?
It is. It's a beautiful place. I've never
Oh
been.
wait, hold it. Is Alaska
That's
the
where your
same?
girlfriend's at. The girl you kissed.
No. Oh
Yeah.
well, dang.
Yeah. Maybe they're not. That's yeah.
Beautiful lady makes not. But didn't the Simpsons go there in the Simpsons movie?
They did. Yeah, they did go there.
And he's like Alaska, and he puts like he's like driving through this dark town or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, where's the thing on the map?" And he puts the map over his windshield, and he's like, I can't see."
I got another one. You want another one? I got actually got a lot of these.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how many we're gonna get through, but let's just go.
Okay, let's go.
Just found out my birthday is the same day as the day I was born. Life is crazy.
Sure is. Man, this guy's a lucky guy. How did he figure that out? Okay, real comment though. What are these? how no, okay. If you're listening, I'm sorry. You are a dingus. You are a dingus.
All right, you're gonna like this one. I already know you're gonna like this one because we've seen stuff similar to this.
Yeah.
Don't understand why astronauts say they can't go to the sun because it's too hot. Just go at night. Then you. I can't read this anymore.
Pass it over here.
It says just go at night. Then you ball ends. Doesn't take a genius. I don't know what ball ends is supposed to mean. I don't know. The guy's not very smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there was like a
We saw a video.
there's
on
like a
that.
reel we saw on that.
It was like scientists in Jamaica say we are going to attempt to fly to the sun. Yeah, but that like oh my gosh. Like I bet he thinks that the world is flat.
Yeah. Look, I have no patience for flat earthers,
You don't?
and no patience. Like if there was somebody, in fact, there was somebody at one point in time. They asked me and said, "Hey, Josh, do you think the Earth might be flat?" And I said, "Are you being serious right now?" They're like, no, there's a lot of evidence that point. I said, "I'm going to stop you right there. Whatever you have to say, I don't care because it's going to be stupid. I cannot entertain this conversation.
Like what? Where's the evidence?
I don't even care.
I'll show you our evidence. There's pictures of circles in
I'm just
outer space.
I'm just gonna
That
stop
sounded-
again. I don't
That
even.
sounded so stupid.
I want to stop it because I can't. It's so dumb. I don't even want to entertain. It is so dumb to even talk about how the Earth could be flat. So
'Kay. Roll the next one. Roll the next one.
I don't understand why people always say that the Mona Lisa is Leonardo da Vinci's best work. I really liked his role in Titanic.
I'm I'm with you on that one. Nah.
I mean, there's a difference between Leonardo da Vinci and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. I actually have never seen Titanic.
I haven't either. The
I-
boat sinks.
I like I've all I know is like
The boat sinks.
like hold on 1 second. If for those of you watching, like he sticks his arms out or she
I'm on top of the world.
yeah. And then the boat sinks.
So I was in college when this movie was coming out, and I remember there was the small college town I was at.
Yeah.
They would have midnight movies on Friday and Saturday night. That
Mm.
was all the rage.
I'm pretty sure Titanic is 12 hours.
It's like 3 hours long. So anyway, I went to some movie. I don't remember what the movie was, and the preview for Titanic had just dropped.
Yeah.
And the audiences in Utah, they cheer a lot in movies. They clap at the end of them. They clap at previews.
Actually,
Yeah, it's a real. I don't know why.
they also eat fry sauce.
I mean,
Bet
that's
you
not all
haven't
bad.
heard of that.
It's not all bad. And
if
so,
if you're from Vegas or yeah.
so anyway, so they're cheering at the end of the preview for Titanic.
Yeah.
And when the applause dies down, I mean, I'm not a very nice guy sometimes, but I yelled, "Shut up! The boat sinks."
Oh, we yeah. What are they like? They watched Titanic. I thought you just said you didn't watch it.
I didn't know this was a preview. It was a preview in the movie that I was going to watch. I don't know what the movie was I was going to watch.
Okay.
You know how there's like an hour worth of previews before we go to our
Oh
Cinemark
my
movies?
gosh, yeah.
Like look, we're petitioning management. Like, you got to calm down on the ads. It's
And
a little overboard.
and Maria Nunez covers it.
Yeah, she's out, man. Her contract's gonna be up soon.
Oh yeah, we're coming. We're coming.
All right, you on the next one?
Oh no, not yet. So actually, when I was in, I don't know, whatever grade I was in, I was just like, I'm like looking around at these books or whatever, and so I see a picture of a boat sinking on this book cover, and it at the top says torpedo, and I'm like, dang, the Titanic was sunk by a torpedo, and so for like a couple weeks, I'm thinking, no, that like the Titanic wasn't sunk by an iceberg. Like they didn't hit an iceberg. They hit a torpedo. A torpedo hit them. You know.
Could have happened.
I was like, I remember telling mom, I was like, hey mom, was the Titanic hit by a torpedo? And it was just like
It's one of those moments.
like that that your son is probably not gonna make it out of middle school.
And look at you now. You got your own podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Business owner.
Yeah. I wouldn't say successful, but we're
Well, look, you are successful. So let's go ahead and talk about our other sponsor real quick.
Doc R. Haldeman LLC.
Bringing you happiness, health, and healing
Yeah.
in a myriad of ways. You can call the office at
702-258-7860.
Nailed it.
Sorry, I just got like
Yeah, a little brain fart there. Stinky one. 702-258-7860. Call up Renaissance Health Center.
Yeah.
Ask for Dr. Haldeman. Get a free consultation. We
Yeah.
talked. Look, if you haven't listened to last week's episode, she's right there at the beginning. Talks about a lot of herbs that you can get to help you out as sickness has been rolling around and colds and flus and things like that. Lots of good things that you can take to help expedite that healing process.
Also, it's not your pillow.
It's not your. That's funny because that was kind of a joke we talked about. It was she gets a lot of people that come in and say, "Man, I kind of got insomnia. I think it's my pillow."
Yeah. It's probably not your pillow.
And it's probably more than just an acupuncture treatment too. Like you might have to change some of your own habits.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a society now where it's like, well, hey doc, I'm sick, and we just want a pill.
Yeah.
It's not a pill. There's not that the society says that there's a pill for every ill, and if you watch TV, that's basically true.
Yeah.
And the truth is if I can avoid ever taking a medication ever again, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Like I've seen these things like people that live in like the blue corn circle or something, I don't know. But basically like they're the most healthiest people on earth, and they've been like they are out, like they're basically Amish, I think.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm just going to change the topic and I'm going to read another tweet.
Okay.
Does it take 18 months for twins to be born or 9?
I don't know how long it takes for a normal baby to be born, so I'd probably say 18.
So it's 9. It is 9 months. And just because you have 2 doesn't double the cooking time.
Okay.
This one's funny.
Oh.
Am I the only person who thinks Dwayne Johnson looks like The Rock?
You're not. He sure does. Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, some of these are gold.
Yeah, like,
And they're legit. Like, these people are legit. Like, hey, I'm searching for it. Like, why don't they just Google something if you're feeling like that insecure about an answer?
yeah,
Like, don't open yourself up to the community that way.
yeah. Then people like us are gonna make fun of you. That's how it happens.
This one. To my blind followers, what's it like to not see? Comment down below.
Oh my gosh, do you think that's intentional?
They could be. I don't know. Like this one says. Here's another one.
Yeah.
You ready for this one? The 4th of July on the 16th or 15th? Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Then somebody comments the 15th. I think.
Wait a minute.
Is the 4th of July? Is that on the 15th or the 16th?
I don't know.
Come on, Johnny.
Oh, it's the 4th of July.
No, it's the 16th, dude.
Oh my gosh. You really got me there. I was about to go head first telling everybody that the 4th of July is on the 16th.
All right, here's the last one. Last one I'll do. Then I want to talk about the mac and cheese comments we had a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
This person says, I swear someone needs to invent socks for our hands. My hands are always cold. And so somebody commented, they said, we have something called gloves. To which they replied, no, stupid, like socks for your hands.
What? Oh my gosh. Like, oh my goodness. People.
People are funny.
Yeah.
I mean-
So what are these mac and cheese comments here?
All right, so our good friends Jamie and Meryl,
Oh.
loyal listeners.
Yeah.
They're on the short list to getting shirts when those shirts hit.
Oh, okay.
We're close to being done with the logo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're close.
And when the logo hits, that's when the swag's going to come out, and that's where things are going to blow up.
Yeah. Not like in the bathroom, like population.
So, the episode where we talked about did I marry a psychopath because Renee likes
mac and cheese.
leftover mac and cheese, not just mac and cheese, but leftover mac and cheese.
This might be a new This might be a new topic. Mac and cheese.
So Jamie sent me a text and she says, Kraft mac and cheese is decent if eaten piping hot, straight from the pot. Add nacho jalapenos and a little milk when reheating, and it's definitely good enough if you're starving.
Well, I've never thought of it that way.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's so a couple weekends ago.
Yeah.
After Ralph's basketball game, his buddy came over. They were hanging out.
Yeah.
And they're, like, we were all hungry, and I'm like, fine. I made 2 boxes of mac and cheese.
That's not enough.
I knew his buddy was going to dive into some. I wanted just a little bit because I was hungry and I needed a quick fix.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was definitely disappointing.
Amazing.
It was disappointing.
I watched the reel that you posted. I'm hungry for mac and cheese now. Like I just want some mac and cheese.
All right, so our buddy Merrill, his comment on the mac and cheese is he said, you're not doing a poll, but Kraft mac and cheese is good for 2 spoonfuls as long as you're doing it in the second everything is mixed right out of the pot. So he's kind of along with his wife, like, you have to like eat that stuff right away.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that what the
Like, yeah, it's cooked. Bam, eat it.
Wait a minute.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do this with the microphone. It's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah. We're probably not gonna weren't gonna talk about this, but we just watched Night at the Museum. The very last scene, he drops his flashlight in. It's still on, and he snaps,
And it turns off.
and it turns off. How does that work? Like,
I mean, it's the magic of movies.
yeah.
Maybe his batteries died.
Or maybe like it's when it's sliding into his pocket, like the switch
Yeah, hits it.
hits, yeah, and then he snaps. That'd be impeccable timing. They probably did that first try too.
First try. Like, oh, this is a good way to end the movie.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got. Do you got anything else?
I do not.
As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
You need to get dressed up again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's been a pleasure.
that was a hearty handshake for those of you watching.
Yeah, and if those of you not watching,
It was just an awkward moment of silence.
yeah,
So have a good night. Have a good day. Thanks. And we'll see you again next week.
yeah, bye.
Oh, yeah!
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.